I know I haven't introduced you yet. This is my 2000 Honda Civic Si, EM1, whatever, with the B16A, get down there, and a DC2, B18C1 GSR, whatever you want to call it, the transmission, B16A. It has skunk 2 manifold, AEM intake, and that's about it. It's sitting on max beating rod coilovers, OEM wheels, and it's OEM for the most part, except for obviously the swap is.
Are you serious?
Has the aluminum radiator. My uncle gave me these, and the bumper, which is poorly painted. The problem is the head gasket's bad. You can see it's leaking out. When it gets warm, it starts to leak out even more. And the LMAs are bad on it. The lost motion assembly, which is known to go bad. When I bought the manifold, I bought a parts head for the same reason. I'll show you that right now. I bought the manifold, I bought the head for the manifold, and then it's working out because it was a built head that was blown up. And you can see SuperTech springs, has retainers, valves, everything you could think of. Had cams, but they're all messed up because he ended up dropping a valve. The good news for me is that it has, I don't know if the brand's on there. Yeah, it's not. Anyways, skunk 2 LMAs, aftermarkets, which are exactly what I need to fix this car. So I'm gonna tear it down. I already have a head gasket. Normally I would like to do head gasket, water pump, timing belt, so on and so forth, but we're just gonna get it done. So that way we could get back to working on the CRX, because this has just happened, and I want to get it back up and running good as soon as possible with no issues. It didn't overheat too bad, so I hope the head's not warped. But we're just gonna send it. Timing belt looks good. I mean, the water pump, we'll find out. I don't know. I think I have a spare one, so we'll check. But yeah, let's just get into it. Quick little update. Got the head off. I'm probably gonna pull the springs and retainers, seals, everything. Well, not seals. I think I have some new seals. I'll pull the retainers and stems, guides, everything off of that. Swap it into here. The LMAs need to go into here. Here's the engine bay for those of you so inclined to see it. It's kind of dark in here. See if I can raise the hood up and get some light. That did not work. Anyways, there's a B16. Has some water in it from me pulling the head off. Those of you who have done this, you know, it happens sometimes. It's whatever. I'll clean it all out right now. But and cylinder walls feel fine. Everything looks decent down here. I mean, the deck looks good. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to swap everything over, and I don't want to do it in a rush because it is my first time doing the seals and everything on. I figured out the head gasket was bad yesterday, Tuesday after school, and then I have one on hand, and I knew the LMAs were kind of bad because you could see, like, well, that wasn't a good example, but you could, it's kind of stuck. Like, you could feel it. You can feel them get stuck. Maybe on camera they don't. That one especially. Oh, that one's bad. You can see that one? That one's really bad. When I get these out, there's videos already. I know Boosted John. I know I can't remember who else. I know someone else has another video on this too. Is it SP Tuning or Honda Street Garage? One of those guys. They're all good to watch. They have a video on this, so I'm not gonna do a detailed how-to. I'm just gonna get to work. Here's a look at my parts head. As you can see, we have some scratches. You know, that piece of metal right there. I wonder where that came from. Probably not from right there. So yeah, that's why this is my parts head. I think I'm gonna start pulling this apart. I'm gonna check the seals the springs and stuff on this cylinder, and if they're good, I'm gonna just run them all in here. The engine could be well into the 200K mark, and everything on here is still working fine. If I mess up installing some of this, I'm gonna have another one of these, and that's the bottom end of my block too. You know, that's the whole engine. I mean, if I build the head, I might be able to slap like a couple pounds of boost and really blow it up, or just have a fun high revving daily, which is what the B16 is. You know, it's a good high revving motor. Yeah, if you look at this, the previous owner also has like RTV on here, which I'm not a fan of, and I mean, these things are caked. So I'll probably go just get a new exhaust gasket. I might have one actually. I might have one, I don't know. This is nasty though. And it's missing that corner stud right there. So I'd pulled some of these for my brother's B20, but there's 3 of them left. So I'll probably pull one and slap it on there. And then get that on. So, yeah. Okay, back to what I was saying. It's currently 7:20 p.m. We started at about 4. Well, and then we went and ate dinner, and we've just been chilling for a little bit. We finished like at, not 4, I really got home at 4. We started at 4:45, I'll say. And then we had the head out by 5:45. Like literally an hour it took us to get the whole head out. Now it's just brainstorming what I'm gonna do with it. I think I'm gonna take it to school tomorrow. And in shop class, I'm gonna clean it all up. I'm gonna see if we have the tools to check if it's flat. And we have some tools to take it all apart. Like I could take it all apart here, but we have some better tools and a better setup at school that I could just, it just makes more sense for me to take it over there and try and mess with it. I'll just be kind of working by myself. I don't know if I'm gonna record. Like I said, I'm gonna be at school. So for sure, 150 billion%, the LMAs are getting swapped out. So I'm gonna have to take, here's how you do it. From what I remember, this isn't an exact guide. You're gonna pop these pins out. You're gonna pop this right here and this one. Oh, this one. Or there's a way to do it from over here. I don't remember exactly, so don't take my word on that. You take the VTECCCCC solenoid off, and then through this pin right here, you pull that one out, and then it can come out this way. You could do it that way. Personally, I'm just gonna pop these pins out here, pull them from there, zip tie all my LMAs up, or not LMAs, with my rockers, pull the LMAs, pop the new ones in. If I do all the springs and everything, I'll do all that. I'm gonna have to find everything, because I know I have a head gasket, valve seals, valve seats, or stems, or whatever you want to call them. It's so bad. It's supposed to be like boom, you know, but it's like, that one's good, you know. So yeah, these are definitely bad. I'm really hoping this is what was causing my knock sensor to go off. Obviously, I know the engine. I know what rod knock sounds like thanks to the GSR. It's not rod knock for sure. So yeah, I have like a whole seal set though. Back to what I was saying. So I should have a exhaust manifold seal, the header seal, whatever you want to call it. I should have a seal for that. I have a brand new throttle body gasket. I have a brand new intake manifold gasket. So I'm probably gonna need to replace the cam seals just because I'm already here. Might as well do it. Valve cover seal. Clean all this off. I'm gonna clean out this seal. I've never ever replaced one of these. I always just cleaned them out as long as the rubber was fine, which it has been in my experience. So I've never even replaced the VTEC solenoid seal. I just clean out the screen, make sure there's no debris in there, and send it. What else? I don't think there's much else to say. What's up, guys? Update time. Yesterday, well, it's Friday now. Afternoon or evening almost. I took apart the parts head yesterday and got all the lmas, springs, retainers, all the good stuff, you know, that I'm gonna be swapping into here. I just took out all the rockers right now, the rods, the orifices, and the caps. Like I said, I just popped these off. We're on the cam gear side right now. As you can see, my VTEC solenoid right there. We're on the cam gear side. I popped these off, popped the orifices up, and then got a little screwdriver. There's like a hole from the orifice. I pulled that pin out, slid it out, put it in here. Same thing. Then with my rockers, I was gonna zip tie them, but I have that GSR head here that's not being used, so I just put them in the exact order that they came out with, all the pins still connected. So that way, hopefully I can finish this up today and like finish building it and get all that back together and assembled, and then we'll be ready to slap a new head gasket on and put it back together. So just an update, I'm gonna keep working. It's currently about 5:30 Friday, so yeah. Next update, all new valve seals. Time for springs, retainers, and then that's it. I power washed the head out. Well, my brother did. I don't know, I was gone. So I don't know exactly what he did. I think he put like some crud cleaner stuff. Those are like casting marks, it's not metal. You know, there's a bunch of casting marks and it's still kind of dirty. It's not perfectly clean or whatever. But I took all the stems off, replaced them with new ones. So our valve seals, sorry. All 16, and we should be good to go. Next day, we finished up the head last night and then went inside. Everything's done. Everything's looking good. No, like I said, everything's done. Intake manifold's back on. We tried to put the head gasket on last night and it didn't go well, so getting a new head gasket. Once I get that, I mean, we'll be ready to slap the head back on. A little setback, it's whatever though. When I told you guys this stud, it's actually stuck, like broken off in there. So I'm gonna have to drill it out and then slap the new one in there. What else? That's really it. Yeah, we messed up the head gasket. Got a little crease in it. I'd rather not use it. Just go get a new one and make sure everything's set perfect. Cleaned out all the pistons. Like, obviously not perfect, but good enough for a stock B16, you know, nothing crazy. I'm gonna clean out all the head bolt holes right now, blow them all out, wipe down the surface again, and get it prepped for a new head gasket, which we can hopefully get today. And then finish up today. I still have, once I get the head back on, put everything back on, I'm putting my stock radiator back in because the other one I had was my brother's. So I'm gonna get the stock radiator back in, time it up, do the valve adjustment. I'll clean up a little bit in here, like just clean everything up nice and tidy. Put this back together. Hopefully I have to go get the clips because I bought 2 sets of different clips and neither set worked. Pull the bumper up right, flush everything out, and just make it look as horribly good as I can get it. Other than that, just wait on a head gasket. And there's that broken off stud. Do it right now. There you go. It was in there, so I just MIG welded all the way out until there was some weld material. Sitting outside. Then I slipped the nut on, and then I just welded it full. Put a 12 on, and worked it off. There it is, all cleared out and cleaned up. You can see the little BB on there, or spatter. I don't think it'll be a big enough deal to worry about, especially now that everything's gonna be properly mounted. I'm gonna put the stud in. Well, it's Sunday right now, so if I don't finish this up, if I don't get the head gasket today, it'll go this. I'll put the stud on before I put the head on. If not, it's not hard to just slap a stud in there. Fresh Velcro head gasket. Oh man, just broke again. I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay. Whoa. First head gasket on. Headable time. Put everything back together and send it. All right, guys. Is now Tuesday night. I haven't even worked on the car at all today, and I'm not going to. It's on time. I mean, this one looks a little down on the camera, but let's see. It's on time. Just time down there too. It's tensioned good. Everything's tightened down. Distributor's back on. Pretty much everything's on, except I need to finish bolting up the power steering, and then I need to put the headers up, whatever, and then valve cover. I think I put that spark plugs back in. So valve cover. Oh, I need to do the valve latch too. Like I said, I didn't work on it yesterday I barely worked on it. All I did was timing pretty much, and the distributor, and putting everything back. I'm gonna put the cruise control module back too. That's easy though. Yeah, it's taken a lot longer than I thought because I haven't really had as much time as I thought I would have. If it was up to me, it would have been done over the weekend, but it is what it is, and it's not like I need this car. I have my other SI, so this is just getting done, and there's nothing like I don't have to be in a rush. And that's what I said in the beginning of the video. I didn't want to be in a rush to make sure everything was right, everything was torqued to spec, in sequence, and this, that, and the other. So making sure everything's right. Tomorrow I shouldn't be busy. Tomorrow's Wednesday, which marks a week since I pulled the head. Things at school too, like on Thursday last week I took the head in, both of them, and I was gonna swap everything over, and then I got about halfway, I pulled everything off, I need to put everything on, and then on Friday we didn't go out to shop because we had a rally at school and stuff, so I couldn't do it. I just had to get what I had, and I had this head still in my car, so I had my brother get all the parts that I had taken off, and I put them on at home, which again took a lot longer because like I said before, I don't have all the professional tools and stuff like I have access to at school. But overall, not bad. We got everything in there. So I'm really excited for this. Should be done tomorrow, Wednesday, which would be a week, and I'll update you guys probably tomorrow when it's all said and done, and hopefully getting ready for the first start. What do you think of the car and building the head? Nice. Okay, valve latch is done. I'll put the screen up for the feeler gauge for which size you would use. The gears are gonna go top dead center is your first cylinder. Then a quarter, so the up gears would be on this side. Both of them would be facing to the left or to the front of your car. That's gonna be your third cylinder. One more quarter turn where my exhaust and intake are. If it's all the way to the front of the car, that would be your fourth cylinder. And then exactly like this, how I am, with where it says PR3 or P72 or whatever the case may be, that's gonna be your second cylinder. And like I said, I'm gonna put that picture up so you can take a screenshot and do your valve lash as well. It's a lot of noise here, but it's right though. All right, guys, I was super happy about that. That was cool and all. It's time to bleed the coolant out and test drive. Of course, nothing can go right for me ever. So I know you can't see it, but the AC belt just shredded itself. It's literally on track and everything. I might have over tightened it and it probably was already like had micro cracks and stuff. I didn't check them. I don't care. It's an AC belt. It literally takes like 5 minutes to replace. So I'm gonna get that off and then I'm gonna start the car back up and finish the bleeding process because that cut my time short. It was like going for a cool 5, 6, not even, probably like 10 minutes. I've been out here for a minute just chilling. And yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying, something always goes wrong. I'd rather it be the AC belt than the timing belt or, you know, something else mess up. So I'll take that any day, but would have been nice if nothing messed up. Okay, I know it takes 5 minutes to take off. I didn't feel like waiting 5 minutes, so I just cut it off since it's already bad. But here's what happened. Let me see. It just like frayed off a whole edge. Well, that's my cut. But this hole, it just like frayed off and I heard it start clittering everywhere. I thought my car was done for. I was like, well, this video is not getting uploaded. I'm selling this car for $200 and I'm crying myself to sleep. But it was just AC belt, so like I said, it would be nice to have nothing go wrong, but let's face reality. And then there's a water leak. You could probably see there's some water down there. I don't know. I've literally done all these hoses already, so it's nothing to me to figure out which one's loose and tighten it up or replace it or whatever the case may be. I've literally done every single line on this car because I was too lazy not lazy, too impatient to do the right test and to just realize that it was a head gasket. I wasn't even driving this car anyways. Literally, I'll start it up and take it out for fun, and then just play around with it. But then I was like, I kind of want to make it my daily, and I drove it, and I seen the head gasket was leaking, but now we got that freshie in there. Now we got a fresh built head. Not built, but like freshly assembled, you know. Everything's put together right, as far as I'm concerned. Don't mind all the oil spots on the header. I was doing some testing, so I need to clean this engine bay out now. But I didn't finish bleeding it. I got nervous that it was ticking. It was all in my head. It was literally nothing. So I need to put the belts back on because I was all scared. But it was literally fine. So it's pretty late right now. It's 10 o'clock. It's Friday night because I got it running on Wednesday. I was lazy and I didn't do the valve lash. Insert video here. So yeah, I was lazy, didn't do the valve lash. It sounded horrible. I couldn't find the I can't remember what they're called, the little gauges. Oh, these things. Couldn't find them. Saved my life. So there's literally in a drawer, but I just couldn't remember where they were. I wasn't really looking for them either, but still, I was just like mad because I thought something worse. I knew I was lazy to do the valve lash, but I was like, no way, it sounds that bad. No, it does. It sounds bad. So do your valve lash. Like I said, I put the screenshot, and for the most part, it's gonna be right here on your hood. Right there. That's another thing. Make sure you're doing it cold, your valve lash. So yeah, make sure your valves are adjusted. And yeah, I mean, it's running good as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna finish bleeding the coolant since I chickened out. I need to get a new hose, and I need to find out which water line's leaking in the back. Other than that, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, Saturday morning, and we might get a drive out of this thing. We might just, it's cold out here, man. Jeez. We might just bleed the coolant and then go for a drive later on. I don't know, but you guys will definitely be seeing a drive in this video. That's for sure. I promise you that. For those of you curious about the head gasket, it was this eBay quality single stacked layer. It's like a composite or something. I copper sprayed it. It's all messed up now because it's been through the ringer like the past few days since I got that new one. Shout out to my Uncle Brian. He had a GSR EK hatch barred, super clean EK hatch, like insanely clean, like beautiful, honestly beautiful. Like that's the only way I could describe it. And he sold it. He was gonna do the head gasket on it. Didn't. Bought the head gasket though, so he gave that to me when that head gasket failed. Which actually, he bought me this head gasket too for my birthday. He bought me this like eBay set of a bunch of gaskets, like a full engine gasket kit, because my GSR had blown up. So he was like, oh, you know, for your birthday, whatever. So it came in clutch because I used a bunch of those other gaskets, but the head gasket, let me show you where it creased at. Oh, it's right there. You see that? It's like that composite, and it just creased it. It wasn't even really our fault. It was just cheap head gasket, you know? So, in all reality, it's honestly better that we use the Felpro gasket, the 3 layers. It's gonna be way better, and probably hold out for a lot longer. And yeah, I dead set the mechanical timing again. I adjusted the tensioner again. It's on perfect, beautiful, no slack at all. It's mint. Yeah, just fixing up those lines tomorrow, and she should be ready to go, bleed the coolant, and I should have a beautiful, perfect car. But we all know how that works, so we'll see what reality actually is tomorrow. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. I fixed the fuel leak. It was my fault. On the banjo bowl, I was double washered and no washer, so I just replaced both of them with copper crest washers, 1 and 1, on the outside of the fitting, and then I tightened it up snug, and no more fuel leak. The water leak is actually a block off hose that's on there. I guess it's cracked or something, I don't know. It's a block off, it's super easy. So I just don't have a block off right now, so I'm just gonna run it. I mean, it sounds good, everything's working right. I wasn't tripping, the sound was actually the belt was squealing because some of that belt had got stuck on the pulley. So I got all that cleared out and we're good now. Yeah, she's running beautiful. Nothing else to it. All right, guys, we're out on the test drive. Check engine for the NOx sensor, or not the NOx sensor, the O2 sensor right now. I'll check that out when I get home, but I'm not too worried about it. We got the OBD1 ECU, and once we get out here, we'll probably give you guys a little pull. Right now, it's on the stock ECU, but we'll swap it over in a minute and give you guys a little pull. But for now, I mean, oh, let me move my hand out the way. But for now, it's driving pretty good. And yeah, sounds nice, feels nice, no issues. Okay, guys, I decided no point for me to put the tuned ECU on. It's not even tuned for this car, so it's not gonna run right. No point in blowing the car up after doing all this too, you know. So I am gonna give you guys a pull though, you know, to the best of my ability, just on the stock ECU. So let's get into it.